Yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This is taken as 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready. Put the flag. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Mike, 58, right there. It's been a long day for you.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be second and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
58, Mike. Right here. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
A 44-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Room here to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. To try again after the sack, Jackson. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Ravens nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
From the gun, Jackson hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. To the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown here this first half. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. A short throw caught by Andrews, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
We don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come on, baby. Come on. Out. Slide it with it.
'58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Hey, we gotta get We gotta get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Yeah.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
And Jackson throwing once more. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because... And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10... And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw again on second down. Murray, it's complete to Hopkins. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Running for the shotgun with Drake. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 40 now on second down. Murray, he finds Hopkins complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards. First down. On first down, Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Go 58, go. Coming this way. Here we go.
On second down, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Murray with a 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
58 to Mike.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
58 right there. Let's get the ball.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Jackson flushed out right. This one complete to Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Let's go. Let's go.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Being chased out left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This pass into the arms of Snead. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line.
Come on, fellas.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
58's the money. 58's the money.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return will stop right around the 25.
48's the money.
Jackson on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jordan Phillips. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs, needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check. Fresno. Check your hot read. Switch.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Drake. And some room to work. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Got some room at the 30. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Check 48's the mic. Check 48.
Jackson now throwing again. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Yeah, baby.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.